Suicides have risen in communities of color across the board. Again, I think it's very important that you have in this conversation as society from your perspective. What do you think we as a collective can do better?
I think that one of the difficulties that I find in our community, and I suffer from still, like I'm in trauma therapy, and a lot of us grow up in war zones, and there's so much stuff going on. We actually don't feel as though we have the right to feel um, pain or upset, or that we can't afford to because we got to keep it moving, right? And so we end up kind of just all of this trauma, all this pain, all of these emotions just get compacted. So whether it's anger, whether it's rage, whether it's despair, you know, and I think that that is prevalent in our community, and we just don't have a lot of resources either. We just don't have a lot of resources. And I think where we need to do better is that we need more resources, and we need more professionals that understand our specific experience, in order to help us navigate our emotional landscapes. Kids today, they got to worry about what's in front of them while also having all the pressures of what's going on in the Ukraine, what's happening in Africa. Like, oh no, in Morocco, there's this whole thing going on. There's the storms happening over there in Ohio. It's like you are connected to so much information. And even if you think, well, that don't have nothing to do with me, that stress is still compounding upon the consciousness of all of us, not even just young people, adults too. So really just finding, resources that help us navigate all the difficulties that we're challenged with. We're bombarded with so much information today. I was 21 years old. I call it a nervous breakdown when I had extreme suicidal thoughts. And those thoughts pretty much followed me up until 40. And, at 40 years old, it just got really bad to the point that I was looking for cliffs to drive myself over to make it look like an accident, because I didn't want my kids to ever think that I had committed suicide. And, you know, it was really about, I think, that idea that if you have a certain amount of success and you've achieved, then you're exempt from all the ills of, the human condition, and that all your problems will be solved. And and I understand why people believe that, because I believed that for a long, long time, you know. But at 40 years old, I just hit a wall, and that was it.